What are we going to do? By the way, what day is today? Well, first, how was the air? I'm sure you're going to tell me.
And the air was just right for Skyrim.
That's right. What does everybody know?
Everyone knows it's Taco Tuesday.
That's right, it's Taco Tuesday. So what do we got to do?
Hold onto your butts.
Yep, because what's going to happen?
You die. She dies. Everybody dies.
Yep. So we are in Midwood Isle. Excuse me. I actually got a piece of bacon down the wrong pipe. We need to go to the other side of the island, over here, and we need to fight the big bad guy, Zachris. We've learned the shout. If we go to magic and we go to shouts, it should be... Is it Solitaire? No. I gotta remember which shout it is that we got to use against him. I don't remember. That one. Steel Soul Essence. It's the only one that doesn't have a picture. Okay. It's an easy way to remember. We're also about ready to go up a level. And it's almost midnight. So I wonder how we're doing. We're not that exhausted or anything, but we could probably set up a tent and sleep. Why don't we do that? And we will do this in the morning. So we'll see if we can't go up a level here. Till there's daylight, that would be helpful. And we are ready to go up a level. Well, we should have really turned another one of these things legendary. So we have more points than we can spend. Well, and where should we put this? Should we put this into Magicka? Sure. Wonder how many points we have to spend. We have 4 perk points. What can we do here? 3 more damage per point of stamina. Double damage. Voice of Rage and Ruin. Our currently equipped power. Rogue's Parry. Empty other hand. We don't do empty other hand. Total of 8 or more one-handed regular attacks in combat. Your next one-handed attack is Thundering Blow. Double damage, costs no stamina. I'll take that. What's this one? Thundering Blow attack speed is increased. Nice. I'll take that one. Archery is pretty well up there. We need to rebuild our sneak skill. We got here tripwire, I don't care about. Disengage, I don't care about. Backup plan. Out of combat, at least 5 seconds. Entering combat will place a tripwire behind you. What do we got here? Clean escape. Stand still for 8 seconds, sneaking enemies 50. Okay, we like that one. Smoke screen is a power we don't really care about. It's a demolition job. We have one more perk to increase. Where should we spend it? Probably in alchemy. Magic and stamina is increased by 50 points when you're under the effect of beneficial potion or ingredient. And reduced by 25 when you're not. Green thumb, twice as many ingredients. We already gathered like 5. Conjuration. It absorbs my life force. I don't like that. I don't want them absorbing my life force. Okay. 50% magic resistance and 300 points of armor. We'll take that. Alright, let's go get Zacharias. And we're getting an autosave here, that's good. Zacharias is... That's the shrine to Urkaloth. Zacharias is over there. Other way. That way. How come we only have one arrow? We have one of those arrows. Okay, that looks better. We'll refill our water on the way. I am standing still. Okay, it's like you gotta stand still to fill your bottles. I am standing still. Alright, cool. A little hunting on the way. Double arrow. Should we cook it? Wait till it's cooked. Give me back my arrow. You're not going to cook my food for me? Well, that's a bummer. Fire is supposed to cook food. Are we hungry? A little bit. That'll probably take care of our hunger. Panther. Okay, how come we can't pull our weapon?
Lucky hit. I won't have fun doing this. Felt a thing.
That worked out all right. Target practice. That one's pretty tough.
Bullseye.
Hey, you're not
We
gonna
could
fight
totally
me?
call a truce, but whatever.
Okay, you are gonna fight
Try
me.
that again, I double dog dare you.
We got a hunter there. Let's go back to magic. And it's that one. Yeah, she's just a hunter. Alright, this is where we fight the big bad. He's over here. We got 2 wolves, a bear, and a deer. And a bunch of swinging, hanging bodies.
You have every reason to believe.
Some death bell.
And so we meet at last, Dragonborn. You have made quite the impression.
That's Zachris.
We both know what must happen now. It is destined after all. You are in your full power, and yet it is not enough. You will die, and using your power, body and soul, I will raise Midwood Isle to the ground, and from its ashes will bear forth a new age, my age. A world free of corruption, free of laws, and the weak men and mer who decide them, where power is unquestioned, and chaos rules. But there is another course. I have seen it. I know the dragon blood in you craves power, dominates. Do not try and hide it. Join me and deny fate. Together we can destroy any who dare challenge us and bring about our new era. You will find we are not so different after all.
No.
I'm nothing like you.
Liar! You murder and mutilate, killing anyone who dare oppose you, as using power and personal gain. Do not pretend you are innocent. Our motives are the same.
My motives may be selfish, but I don't seek to control the world.
Finally, a bit of honesty. But do not tell me you don't fear the dragon blood calling you, demanding you rise, take control. But enough. If you will not join me, then you will perish. It makes no difference. I'm almost tempted to spare you so you can watch the devastation you failed to prevent.
Enough! I will stop you. This ends now.
Fool, your opinions of everything mortal will taste but a drop of power, and now thinks they are destined for anything other than enslavement. But indeed, this ends now. It is time for your body and soul to become mine. Bear witness to the start of my conquest. Behold, true power has ever ruin unto this world. And now you must die for my new age.
It's sad that you don't care.
Your soul is weak. I can strengthen it.
By the gods. Thank you, Dragonborn. I must get to Lastendel before Zachris can bind me again.
Well, that was
Farewell.
easier than I thought.
Fool, you cannot defy a god. My soul is immortal. You don't stand a chance. I shall destroy you.
Sure you will. Yeah.
You face the impossible.
Submit yourself unto me.
No, not happening, dude.
Had one hell of a hit. You're big and tough,
I shall burn the world.
Sure he will. I gotta wait until I can use my shout again. Oh, he's got a lot of fire going on. Good thing
You'll reap what you sow.
running away, are ya?
You're not playing fair.
Where is Zachris?
You should choose your battles more cautiously. I won't tolerate this.
Well, he keeps running away.
What? No! Impossible! I cannot be defeated. I cannot!
You were just defeated. You're done.
And so, it is done. Zachris lies defeated, never to return. I knew you would prevail, Dragonborn. I cannot tell you the joy this brings me. Know that this deed has already echoed throughout Lastendel. The souls of all those Sonmer are drinking a toast in your name. But your ordeals are far from over. Remember all what you have learned, and you will prevail against anything you come up against. But now, a final gift to you. The remnants of Zagreus' power are yours for the taking. Use it wisely.
Two perk points gained. Cool.
And now I must leave you. Farewell, Dragonborn. We will not meet again.
Oh no. Urkaloth. We're stealing his sword. And we're gonna bury our buddy. I can't bury him? I should be able to bury him. It's not letting me bury him. Well, that's just wrong. Is there anything else cool laying around here? Besides a pile of skulls? These freaky little guys here? Dead bone hounds. Dead adventurer. Oh, lockpicks are nice. Let me see if I can bury the... Oh, you know why I can't bury him? Because I'm still in combat. That's why. Now I should be able to bury him. You can't bury him when you're in combat. All right, I think I saw some interesting things over here on the shore. Let's go over there. We have floating trees. Why do we have two floating trees? We need to fix that. Well, it's not any of those, so maybe we got to get over here. I fixed that one? Yep. Let's do that. And let's do something like that and say accept. And then we're going to go... Where was the other one? There's the other one right there. Go back here, grab that one. Go there. And go... Accept. Exit. Done. I love that mod. Because now those trees aren't floating. And it creates a base object swapper file for them. That is a wisp mother. Smile for the camera. Oh. Quit moving.
Dead on.
Greenstone circle. Looks like we got some wisps out here. I'm guessing that's greenstone circle. Yep. Got a frozen skelly. I guess the wisp mother was eating people. What she got on the chest? Flash shield. Reverend bow. We don't need. There's some interesting things across the water too. That's on the little island to the north, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe we should go check out the boats over there. And check out what this is. Looks like we also got some stuff over here. Get up. Alright, we're going for a swim. Good thing we can breathe underwater. And we don't have to. We're being chased by something. What are we being chased by? I don't know. Waterfish. I wonder how come we don't have our offhand dagger equipped. And we don't have that equipped. Oh, I know why. Probably because we turned into a bear. So now we got our offhand dagger. Cool. Let's go check out the boats. There's a rabbit. Killed a rabbit. Those look like bad guys. The wave chaser.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'll fight till I drop.
87, level 87 pirate. You're pretty sick if you collect skulls.
Yeah, you should be scared.
Not really.
I'm gonna twist that steel little neck of yours clean off.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
I'll murder you.
Launching them. Oh, that one survived the launching.
Little pipsqueak like you think they can take me on.
Yeah, I do.
Long. Hurry up and die. You're that famous war hero, aren't you? What in oblivion are you? Oh!
I am that famous war hero. Can we launch you off the side? No. I think it's choppy though.
Wait, aren't you the leader of the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, that too.
Take the fight away.
That's it? That's all you've got? You're dead! Dead!
You're the biggest idiot of them all.
Yeah, you're on fire, all right. 50 gold. We got one more bad guy left in there. I like pretty much sunk the ship here. We can go up on deck here. Check the bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Where's the bad guy? Did they run away? I guess they ran away. Let's check the pirate ship. Not much left of that pirate. Plague of the seas.
Razor sharp.
Ooh, they got booze. He's got an autosave, that's cool. I hear somebody.
What was that?
You're deaf.
What was that?
Uh-oh, that guy found me.
That your best, huh?
We'll take him out the easy way.
Death is highly overrated.
Yeah, yes it is.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you're gonna get. Time to die, kid.
You were right about one thing. It was time for you to die. Take the wine. Take that sweet roll too. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Thought I heard something.
Let's take out the mage.
Well, aren't you a real troll?
Death is highly overrated. You look familiar. You go back to your power. Prepare to die.
No, you prepare to die. You got a bigger weapon.
Time to end.
Oh, he blocked me. Bashed me. I got the orc too. We're breaking a bunch of furniture and stuff. Okay, who was the leader here? Was it the orc? I don't know, I guess they were all just pirates. No leader, they all worked together. Cheese wheel. That looks like a magic sword. Steel sword of dismay. Down into the hole. There's a bunch of blood marks down here. Why is it so bloody down here? That's a good question.
A whisper in the wind? Or was that me?
Legendary Mines of Midwood Sunmer's near extinction. Those are a couple of books that I've already read. Scimitar.
Sharp eyes.
Do we have the captain over here?
Should have joined the Thieves Guild. Living as a vagabond is gonna get me killed one of these days.
Oh, it's gonna get you killed today. Just like that. Soul Sight. 48 damage. Restores 50 health. Killing blows. Blocking creates a ward. Protects against spells for up to 40 points. Not bad. Alright, we got a bunch of gold on the table. Thank you very much. Some free meat. What's in the wardrobe? Merchant, barkeeper. What's the book? The Importance of Wear. That's actually a skill book, but we've already read it. What was he eating? Spiced venison. He's eating pretty good. Rancid cheese. I take that back. He wasn't eating very good. Sweet roll. We'll take the bread, the chicken breast, and I'll take all the apples and oranges and stuff. And we will dump off anything that's rotten. Moldy, mushy. Alright, well I guess that is the end of it. Took out the captain. I'm your captain. No, you're not. You's dead. Scavenge the wood pile. How much wood we're gonna get out of the deal? 10. It's good for a couple of fires. Still want to know how come it's all bloody down there. And now I'm just busting up all your stuff. This is making a mess of the place. I love destructible Skyrim. Urkaloth and Zachris. Well, I've met both of them. I killed one of them. Getting an autosave. Cool. I don't know how I feel about this really shelly beach. There's a knife. That's a pirate? Well, what's left of a pirate? What about these? Those are clams. Oh, pardon me. That one snuck up on me. I need more coffee. No time for loot plane. We have to go check out, looks like some kind of alien ruin on that rock. And there's a bear over there. Can we run by the bear? I think we got by him. That looks very alien. Looks like there's a bad guy up there I gotta kill too. That was that little glowing body you see there. That's Mafala telling me they need to die. Listen, drill. Very Oblivion-esque. Oh no, we got ghosts. Yep. Let's
Your hostility is not appreciated.
get some friends here. I can't summon my friends? Apparently I can't summon my friends. What about that friend? We can summon those. Let's go. Well, I'm not hiding. I'm actually actively coming after you. He had a ruby. Oh no! Okay, well, fine. We'll take you out as a bear. Oh no, we died as a bear. Everyone drink. Them ghosts hit pretty hard. Now we have to find out where's the last place we slept. I have not prayed in a while. We will pray. Still feeling very stressed. Well, we do have those daggers. Looks like we have... These are the forward facing. We don't have any reverse facing. We still have that. We still have a bow. We still have a bow. Okay. Well, looks like we still have all our weapons. Alright, where are we? So we died there, and we're way over here. It looks like a hut or something up here, though. Let's go check that out. That's a bear. I know he wasn't just going to let us be. Come here. I want to get close enough to kill you. So who's in the hut? Jabba? Farmer's hut. Those don't look like farmers.
I'm warning you, back off.
Vampire Thrall. Okay, so those are, it's a vampire den of sorts. Dead Thrall. Looks like they killed the poor farmer. No place is safe. Okay. Should we go down there? How about we get a bigger weapon? We do something like this. Then we go down there.
Why not try my hand? I'm feeling it.
He's got a pretty expansive cellar here. Doesn't he? Sneak around, sneak around. He has a very expansive cellar.
Is someone there? Over here.
Here, we're gonna kick on a little bit of light. It's another thrall. That looks like a vampire there.
Is someone there?
This looks like another thrall.
Not your back.
Couple more thralls. Oh, they got pretty good magic.
Good job, you're so strong. Feet on your flesh. You sure are.
That was the last of them. Looks like there was only 2 of them that were actually vampires. Cloak of Magic Suppression. Where'd the other vampire go? That's a thrall.
There's something out there.
Oh, another vampire.
Here you are.
Yep, here I am. Just for you. Uncommon Taste. Interesting book for a vampire to be carrying. Let's prepare a little bit.
Won't fail.
Skyrim bores me. How much longer must we stay in this wretched place?
Long enough to die.
You afraid to fight me? How dare take you? Well, aren't you a real trash? You think you stand a chance? Use your
Here,
brain.
have a
You still
dragon.
have one.
Oh!
You do realize there's only one way to
I'll tag you back.
Oh my gosh.
I will feast on you. I'll tag you back. I'll return the favor.
Thanks, Toothless. A big dragon buddy. Yeah, it was a large enough room I was able to spawn a dragon down here. That's crazy. I do like their throne. Looks like they're worshipping Mulek Ball here, of course. They're vampires. What do you expect? Oh, they got some nice arrows. Hola, ¿cómo está, amigo? Bien, muy bien. I just thought it was cool I was able to summon this dragon in this chamber. On Midwood Isle, no less. They found a vampire den underneath the farmer's hut. Bien, bien, cool. Happy to hear you're doing well. Spanish, I only know enough Spanish to really get in trouble. So, forgive me if I don't speak entirely in Spanish. I know German a lot better. And English, of course, is my native language. That was all in this guy's basement, man. They dug a big old hole. Looks like he's got, like, goat leg. Would you? Oh my gosh, my frame rate is, like, hurting for certain. Alright, well, we need to do something a little different. There, we'll do that and get rid of the big old dragon that's... And we have 2 flame atronachs. Not as far as my knowledge goes, too. Okay, well, I don't feel so bad. I do have some friends who are fluent. And I'm like, whoa, slow down, I don't know that much. Alright, who's this person over here? It is getting late. Those look like bandits. So why don't we come over here and we're going to set up a tent and wait until morning. Make a campfire. Do you want to learn so I can kind of understand what I'm listening to? I shouted a reasonable response. Okay, well, learning new things is always good. I mean, when I was on the job sites, it was a lot of Spanish-speaking people there. But now that I'm retired, I don't go there as often, so I'm not around a bunch of people who speak Spanish all the time, so I don't really see the reason for learning it if I'm not going to be in a spot where I'm going to use it, you know. And when I go down to Mexico, a lot of the places I go are set up for tourists, and most people down there are bilingual. You know, if they're dealing with the tourists, they speak English, they speak Spanish, you know. know. So I didn't really need to learn. Plus they laugh at my Spanish anyway. They're like, what are you trying to say? So I'm trying. You know, they appreciate me trying, but they do kind of laugh at the way I speak Spanish. My accent, I guess, is horrible. Like American accent. I'd be like, por favor. Yo quiero más tequila, pour some more. Cannot wait with enemies nearby. Oh no. We can't wait with enemies nearby? Are those the enemies nearby? Or is that the enemy nearby? Man, and I made a fire and everything. Alright. Let's go take these guys out so I can sleep. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I'll do better than that. Don't worry about it. Hey, watch your language. These are just treasure hunters.
Nothing matters.
Where'd the treasure hunter go? In the water. Watch out for the slaughterfish. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, we got him. Alright, well, what kind of treasure were they hunting? That's empty. That poor guy didn't make it. Kinvar Blackheart. What is your name? My name is Kinvar. Some gold. Kinvar's treasure. Head east to reach an ancient arch. Okay, so we got another quest, I guess. Oh no, the drink overwhelms me. Alright, well, I'm going to take a nap this time. My daughter wants to learn. She's in an apartment complex where there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people. And she's already fluent in German, and she speaks Chinese, Mandarin, probably at about, I don't know, 7-year-old level. So, I mean, she can tell a taxi driver where she needs to go and things like that. And she can order food and stuff, but she can't really have a detailed conversation on, like, political topics or talk about, you know, really deep subjects. Well, there's the ancient arch. Well, she was in China for 5 years. Walk 100 paces northeast to the boneyard. Oh, that's a boneyard. We're gonna need a weapon. These look like more bad guys.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Doubt setting in yet? Your actions will have grave consequences. First one's free. You get points for effort.
We got another one over there.
Why would you do that?
This one's loot is mine, so...
Well, we took an arrow, but not to the knee. Let's read that. From where I stand, strung up head east to reach ancient arch, 100 paces northeast. Take you to the boneyard, a mysterious place to us all. From the heart of the bones, walk south to the beginning of the path of water. Follow the path to near its end, but not all the way. Mind its guardians. Walk directly south a ways to the shore, where the mage waits for you. From under his gaze, follow the shoreline eastward, where the rocky fingers point up. All the rights point to my island. These are my treasures hidden on the younger of the two. Okay. So, I guess we're going this way. Into the path of water. I'm guessing that would be the beginning of the path of water. Follow the path of water to near its end. Mind the guardians on the way. We're following the path of water. Yeah, this is one of another one of Midwood Isle's quests. We've already taken out Zacharias. We've done the main quest for Midwood Isle, but we're just doing other little quests and just kind of exploring. Walk directly south to the mage. Well, the good news is we're getting map markers, so that's helpful. I'll take that. Bear took them out for us.
You want to dance with me?
I was going to let you live too, Bear, but, you know, if you're going to be like that, we'll take you out. Guess we're finding this guy's treasure. Okay, well that's a mage. Follow the shoreline east to reach the rocky fingers. Okay. Reach the island.
a
If
surprise.
it's my attention you want, you've got it now. Don't you ever get tired of this?
Lucky hit!
Well, level
You feel
87,
compelled
we're
to
pretty
die?
badass, so we threw him right into the boat. And that's where he'll die.
Doubt setting in yet?
So I guess there's lots of treasures here, kind of submerged, right? Oh, we had to dig for that. Heart splitter. Oh, that's a cool looking sword. Hello, how are you? Hello, welcome to the craziness. You came back. Remember, play nice. And you're welcome to hang out. How are you folks doing today? Is everybody doing good? Got another sand mound here. Oh, that was just a rock. You're good? I am doing well. I woke up breathing. Today is a good day. Took the dogs to the park, took them off the leash, let them run around, have a good time. Got myself something to eat, hard-boiled egg. The avocados were bad, so I didn't get to eat the avocados, but can't always have everything. Yep. Hey, every day I wake up breathing is a good day. That's a great way to start. I kind of like these mounds that they have around that you can dig up. That's kind of cool. That they're activatable. All right, well, we found dude's treasure. Let's clean off our weapon here. Because if we swim in water, it'll wash the blood off our weapon. That's good. So now I'm trying to get back to where I died, which was over here. So we're just going to place a marker and we'll go that way. We're exploring Midwood Isle, is kind of what we're doing. We've completed the main quest. We killed the big bad guy. And we're still aiming for that 300-hour save game. We are, if you look at the number on the very far left on the top, it says 257:21. That's 257 hours and 21 minutes that we've been playing this character. Have I played days? Yeah, 257 hours. I've been playing this specific character for quite a while. This is Kainalu. Kainalu Dren. 8K mountain complex parallax textures and interior textures with EMB frame gen and EMB Vulkan injector. Occlusion culling mods more manageable. You know of other methods that result in no visual sacrifice to enhance performance. Well, complex parallax does take performance. You can do EMB Vulkan injector if you want, but the EMB frame gen that's out there is pretty darn good, and it's free. It's from Doodles created. It's on Nexus. So that's one that I actually ship with my mod list, my Wabbajack. It's part of it. One that is a paid mod that is really good is this is Skyrim Upscaler. And currently we're not upscaling. So if you read the very bottom of this, it says 3440 by 1440, and we're outputting 3440 by 1440. So I'm not doing any upscaling, although you can. I am using it for 3 times DLSS frame generation. Now, if you've got a 4000 series or a 5000 series NVIDIA card, you can use the DLSS. If you have something less than that, you can use FSR or XSES for frame gen. You know, okay, so that's pretty good. We are eating a lot of frame rate because I'm running RTGi, which is Ray Trace Global Illumination. So if I turn that off, things lose a lot of depth. It's actually easier to see in the daytime. But I'm running, it's Ray Trace Global Illumination for lighting, which, whereas this looks pretty flat without it, with it, it adds a lot more shadows and depths to the rocks and things like that. So I can give you a better example if we make it, well, it's daytime, so it's not because it's not daytime. So let's change the weather. We'll make it clear. Okay, and then we'll go out in the forest and I'll kind of give you an idea. So really, if you're looking at like grasses and plants, they'll have a shadow underneath them, which gives them more depth. And if I turn off the ray tracing, the grass looks just like a bunch of grass, right? I mean, it still looks good, but with the ray tracing, it's got a lot more depth. It's taking into account where light is coming from and also how it's bouncing off of other things to give you better lighting. But it's really heavy. So, I mean, like I said, if I turn it off, watch the frame rate that's right above my head. We're kicking out 200 frames per second, 201 frames per second. And I'm running a full EMB. So if we look at the EMB here, this is Rudy's EMB, and I have all the effects turned on. Complex grass, grass collisions, all of that, right? But I'm not really worried about, really the main thing that you have to be careful of is, well, you're going to find it here, is this right here is called draw calls count. The API, which is DirectX 11, will become your bottleneck. If you get over 10,000 draw calls, it'll start eating frame rate. So we're kicking out 66 frames per second here with the frame gen going on. So it's tripling that number and getting me to 203. So those are ways to do it. And Puredark's frame gen, it is a paid mod, not going to lie to you, but it comes with a sharpener and it's an all-in-one mod. At this point in time, it can do upscaling as well as frame generation. And it's got a built-in sharpener with it, and it's using, you know, FSR 3.1 or DLSS, depending on what your card can handle. And it's really good. And it costs $5. So I will leave that up to you whether you think that's worth it or not. For me, it was worth the $5. But that's me personally. So you decide what's right for you. If you don't want that one, get the EMB frame gen. You won't get any upscaling, and you won't get any sharpening with it. But you can get the EMB frame gen for free on Nexus. And that just, it gets added like a mod. and it will double whatever frame rate you're getting with no performance loss. So I recommend that. That's a good one. Well, there's somebody over there that needs to die. But we were going that way. I guess we'll go over this way and we'll see who's over here that needs to die. It's like there's people on the bridge. Let's, well, let's do this. We'll prepare for battle. Are they...
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
No. Who's this guy?
How about you let me through and I don't kill you? You know, now that I think of it, that sounds fair. Just shove off before the others notice.
Should we rob him?
Hey!
What was that? Now ain't this a surprise? Now we're going to spill his brains.
Are you spilling whose brains? Don't mess with me. I'm an assassin. I'm a thief. I'm a mage. I'm a conjurer. Here, have my hot girlfriend. She's gonna keep you company. I'm gonna go get this guy.
All you got?
You die, she dies. Everybody dies.
Hurry up and come at me. I ain't got all day.
Oh yeah, you do. Here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this too. Yeah, you missed me. My girlfriend lit you up. Where's this marauder warrior? Over here?
You look familiar. Aren't you the new archmage of the college?
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you go back to your tower? Die for that.
You picked a bad time to get lost, fool.
Uh-oh. How did we die? I don't know, but we died. Everybody drink. We're a bear. Why are we a bear? We're a bear. And now we're standing here in our skivvies. Okay, we got some clothes on. Here, put a hood on. Let's put that on. Since we're standing out in the rain. And I guess we have to go back, and we don't need that. We need to put that in there, and we need to put that in there. I guess these guys were over here. There's that mage.
You picked a bad time to get lost. We are...
These other people are still on fire. What's the book? Mace etiquette. We've already read that.
Major Top, you don't stand a chance against me.
Man, lots of loot. Thunder. Oh, what kind of soup we got? Ooh, tomato. More gold. Can we cook? Cooking over a dead body. We got a lot of clam meat. Alright, back to where we were going before. We were so rudely interrupted. Gotta go back and take these ghosts out. I think the other thing that I would say about performance is that if you say you're running 8K mountains, that may be, you know, more than you need. So it really depends on the size of the screen that you're playing on. The only time I could see maybe playing with 8K mountains is if you've got a 4K screen and if you've got enough graphics power to pump that many pixels. Like 4000 series or 5000 series card. Otherwise, because I'm at 3440 by 1440, so let me talk a little bit about texture and texture size here for a second. And you think about your screen. So we'll just take, for instance, it looks more clear up close, yes. With 8K, yes. But a 1K texture is 1024 by 1024. A 2K texture is 4 times larger than that, 2048 by 2048. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 by 20, right? Okay. So a 4K texture is 16 times larger than a 1K texture. And an 8K texture is 32 times larger than a 1K texture. So your graphics card doesn't know what it's connected to. it will render whatever you tell it to render. So if you're only connected to a 1080p screen, or even if you're connected to a 1440p screen, so what's that, 2560 by 1440? Yeah, it looks good, but does it look good at 20 frames per second? That's my point. That's my point right there. Is it, yeah, it looks fantastic, but your frame rate's going to suffer because as soon as you get over 10,000 draw calls, or if you start trying to pump, if you run out of VRAM, the game will stutter. Okay? So, because it's got nowhere, the only place it can store it is on system RAM. And to move textures from system RAM to the graphics card is, occlusion culling does help, but you can't occlude out everything, especially when you're talking about mountains. Right? Yeah, it'll occlude out, like if I'm looking this way, I'm still going to get, here, let's do this. So if I'm looking at all of these polygons, and I've especially a lot of trees and plants and mountains, okay, there's a lot of polygons there. It's got to render all of that. That all goes towards it. Plus every texture that's on there goes towards it. And then you got to think about if the textures are 8K, they're going to be 32 times larger than a 1K texture. So that's going to eat up your VRAM unless you got a bunch of VRAM on your card. Like I'm on a 5090, so I got 32 gigs worth of VRAM. But the poor game engine or the poor API can't handle that. Also, your VRAM can't handle it. And so if the VRAM gets full, what does it do? It's going to store stuff on system RAM. And system RAM needs to go through the processor and the motherboard before it gets to the graphics card, whereas VRAM is on the graphics card. So VRAM is much faster data transfer than system RAM, and it's also a much faster speed. So when you think about, even if you're on DDR5, right, on a newer system, the graphics card is going to be GDDR7 or GDDR6, which is much faster speed RAM. Are you following me? So think about, okay, well, what size screen am I on? And then how close can I get to something? So if I get this close to it, it's wet, so the wet shader's kind of throwing it off. But yeah, if I get this close to it, I'm starting to lose some resolution. But if I'm playing in third person, am I ever going to get that close to it? Well, maybe, right? But my mountains, I'm not really losing any resolution. I mean, they're wet because it's raining. Let's turn off the rain, so we can get a better image here. But even as close as I can get to this plant, it's not losing any resolution. So I'm in first person, I'm kneeling, and I'm right on top of the plant, right? I'm not losing any resolution on the texture, and that texture's probably only a 1 or a 2K texture. Because think about my screen. My screen is 3,440 pixels from left to right. Those leaves are only taking up a very small portion, within that 3,440 pixels. So maybe they're taking up 200, 300, maybe even 500 pixels, right? Okay, but that means I can still get away with a 1K texture without losing resolution. Like if I look at the ground here and I look at these twigs that are on the ground, playthrough is better now. I can enjoy the game, but I still get stutters less frequently. I'm sure I can remediate this given there are so many mods coming out. Well, there are no mods that can add VRAM. The only one that does is called VRAMmer, and what it does is it lowers the resolution of your textures, especially the normal maps and the specular maps. So that would be a way to do it also, would be to lower the resolution of your normals and your speculars while still keeping the resolution of your main texture. I mean, this texture to me looks really good, and that's as close as I can get to it, right? I am kneeling down, literally, on top of this texture, and I can pick out little pine needles and twigs and leaves that are curled up. And that's a 2K texture. Really, optimization with no loss of visual quality. Well, VRAMmer, if you set it up to only do the normal maps and the specular maps, then yeah, it's not going to be any loss in visual quality. Your bumps won't be as defined, but the texture will still be, you know, full 4K or whatever you got. What happened to the lead researcher? I don't know.
I sense a presence. Death comes for you now. I will return.
Does someone live? Death comes for you now.
This is actually pretty cool because this reminds me a lot of Oblivion. There are a couple other mods that I recommend that are, one of them will remove things that are like under buildings and stuff like that, that don't need to be there, which will also help with the draw call limit, because it's okay. Well, we found our researcher.
Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead.
I wasn't hiding.
I will return now.
Resist shock. Won't let me take the book. Can I read it? Won't let me read it either. Nice alien ruin. So, I mean, we all want 128K mammoth cheese. Okay? We all do. We all want 16K skin textures. But you have to think about the size of your screen. And if your graphics, your graphics card will render it at whatever you tell it to render. But can your screen display it?
A present death comes.
And then think about, okay, well, do you have enough VRAM to store it if you have a bunch of 8K textures? Because that's going to burn the VRAM. And just remember that 8K is 32 times larger than 1K. So if you got a bunch of 1K textures and it's taking 8 gigs of VRAM, and if you move that to 8K, 32 times 8, I don't know of any card that's got that much VRAM. That's like, okay, that's crazy. Love the color. Okay, we're still looking for this researcher. 390 something that way, okay. I mean, so for me it was, I was on a 3090 before. A 3090's got 24 gigs worth of VRAM, which is quite a bit. This is a 5090 and it's got 32 gigs worth of VRAM. But even on a 3090, I was running VRAMer just to keep my VRAM below what my card had. Because when I was running the game, I would be pulling up to 22 gigs worth of VRAM, and then the game would start to stutter because it didn't have anywhere to store it. It couldn't load it fast enough, you know. Well, we're finding researchers. So yeah, check out VRAMer. Okay, looks like we've got a blocked passage that was in front of us, but if we come down here...
I'll rip your guts right out!
I sense a presence. Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead.
I'm not hiding. I'm looking for a way to unlock this thing. So that's one lever. Find a lot of these new land laws looks unfinished and doesn't look as detailed. Well, I think a lot of the lands of Skyrim, people have taken the time, whether it be Fusher or whether it be SKB or whether it could be some of these other texture people like Sky King or whoever, right? They're taking the time to retexture all of the vanilla lands, but they really don't retexture these extra worlds. So they don't get the same kind of love when it comes to mods. But for me, it's more about, you know, the gameplay involved. Just relax, it'll come out. And I like a smooth gameplay, you know. I don't know, I look at vanilla Skyrim and I'm like, that's hideous. It's horrendous by comparison to what I've done to this game.
You choose death.
But my general rule is I try to keep textures under 2K. Because even on, unless you're on a 4K screen, your graphics card doesn't need to work that hard. Your VRAM doesn't need to store all of that if your screen can't display it. So, like looking at the spider webs and like the metal here, the pitted metal, I don't think it needs to be any more detailed than it is. It's not quite realism, but it looks good. And if I can play the game without any stutters, then that means more to me than if things look, super realistic up close. Quit backing up, I'm trying to kill you. Well, maybe you'll return, I don't know. Mercenary. In the end, there's really no right or wrong way to play this game. Play it however you want. And things that are important to one person may not be important to another. For me, it's the little details. Like how this potion moves inside the bottle. The detail on that cork. The fact the glass is see-through. Those are the things that mean something to me. But I didn't really do a whole lot with Midwood Isle. I kind of left it as it was. It is using whatever I'm using for potions or whatever I'm using for paper or whatever. That will be what I have in my main game.
Mortal fool, no one hides.
But there's got to be some kind of balance between graphical fidelity and performance.
Death comes for you now. You are not welcome.
So if a ghost shoots you with a ghostly arrow, does it pass right through you? It's a ghostly arrow. Just asking for a friend. I guess we go that way. And I use a mod called Wade in Water. That's why we're moving so slow. Because we're walking in the water.
Death comes for you now.
Among the dead. Death comes for you now.
Death comes for who?
Good job, you're so strong.
This place actually goes pretty deep. I went through my game and I would replace something. Let's say I replaced all the tankards, right, with better looking tankards, and then all of the plates looked out of place. So then I had to replace all the plates, and then once I got all the plates done, then all the silverware looked out of place. So I had to replace all that. And then once all the silverware was done, now I'm looking at, okay, well, now the furniture looks out of place. You know, and it just kind of went from there and snowballed until I created a mod list where I replaced, you know, a lot of things. Well, I'm like, okay, I don't like that little... One of the main ones is, it's called Dead Shrub 01. And Dead Shrub 01 is probably the ugliest plant in all of Skyrim. It looks like a little tumbleweed, right? And it's everywhere. So I actually grabbed a plant from 3D Trees and Plants. And although I don't use 3D Trees and Plants, I am using that one plant from 3D Trees and Plants because their Dead Shrub 01 is 3D. You know, it's not just a flat texture that looks like an X, you know. Most of the plants are just an X. And they kind of flop in the breeze, right? They move like that. They look kind of weird. Yellow shrubs, yeah. Yellow shrubs are bad too. Yellow shrubs are bad, but the Dead Shrub 01 is the one that really drove me crazy. And so I've replaced those with 3D versions from...
No! I won't let you ruin centuries of preparations!
Centuries? Okay, well, you're going down, dude.
Finish them!
We've got some more dead guys down here, I guess.
You choose that.
For us all.
Just relax. It'll be over soon. So I guess this researcher was trying to become more powerful. Cool little story. Where is dude? He's got unique armor. Yellow shrubs just become like beacons across my fields. Almost here from space. Yeah. They're like oversaturated, right? We can get a full set of armor out of that guy. I guess he was trying to become a lich. Hey, bound bow. This just gives me really hardcore Oblivion vibes. I like it. All right, am I having a moment? I think I'm having a moment. Might even be better with the mountain in there. And since we're running 295 frames per second, I'm guessing we don't have that turned on. With it turned on, we're running only 170. Nice little overlook. Almost having a moment there. Wow, can you dig it? I dig it. That looks like a good thumbnail. Take a few pictures of that. We landed on one of those birds. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry, I'm digging that too. It is very pretty here. All right, give me a break for a moment. I have to recycle some coffee. I will be back. So what's nice about MO2 in particular is you can hide certain files. So you can install 2 mods that are changing the same thing and hide the one you don't like to use the one you do like. Especially when it comes to textures.
Never should have come here.
You think that's what you want?
Please don't kill me! Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Alright, let's go over here and deal with these guys one at a time, huh? Otherwise we're gonna die.
Too late to run away now. I'll skin you alive.
You'll suffer tremendously.
Clean off.
I won't tolerate this. Don't you want to live?
Where's that last one? She's over there.
You're not even
rocks at
worth
me.
insulting. Come on, come on.
Where are we going? Melanie boots. I'm doing well. How are you? Game's actually running pretty good today, and been streaming for an hour and 54 minutes. Excuse me, hour 56 minutes. We were talking about texture size and trying to optimize this game so it plays good. And kind of what are your options? I have played Skyrim on 3 different computers that I have owned over the last 14 years. The first one was an i7 processor with a 1060 GTX that had 6 gigs worth of VRAM. And then I moved up from that one to about almost 6 years ago. I bought it was an i9 10850 processor and a 3090, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then just this last year, for Christmas, this year I bought myself this system because the other one was, probably, like I said, almost 6 years old. This one's a 9950X3D chip, 64 gigs of RAM, and a 5090. So it's a monster. But I love it. And since I'm retired and this is kind of what I do for fun, I could see putting the capital out for a good system. Well, we haven't checked out what's over here yet. Why don't we check out what's over there? We'll put a marker over there and we'll head that way. We should probably, let's see how tired we are. We're hungry, we're thirsty, we're tired. Okay, let's eat, let's drink, and let's sleep. And we're probably gonna drink a bunch of booze. Drink a bunch of water. And eat some bread. Eat some Horker loaf, some Horker stew. Chug a couple apples. Alright, we should be good. Well, let's set up a tent here. Oh, my daughter's going to be here shortly for Taco Tuesday. So she's on her way here right now, which means this is probably a good time for me to spend the night and then save my game so that I can spend some time with her when she shows up. and with my granddaughter. My granddaughter's here, so we'll probably have a fire tonight and watch a movie and eat tacos. So it sounds like a good night. We got the sun coming up. Can you dig it? I dig it. Got another screenshot there. That's cool. All right, so thanks everybody for stopping in. And what does Kainalu have to say?
We'll meet again. Don't know when, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Well said, Kainalu. All right. Yeah, that's it for me for today. And I will catch all of you peoples later. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Peace out.